Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, I'm Sam, and by the end of this video, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button. We've been covering RLUSD extensively since its launch in December, and the momentum behind it has been nothing short of impressive. From increasing minting activity to strategic partnerships and Ripple's aggressive expansion into global payments, RLUSD is shaping up to be a game changer. But the big question remains, what does this mean for XRP? There's a lingering myth that RLUSD is somehow a threat to XRP. That couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, RLUSD strengthens XRP's utility. Stablecoins are essentially tokenized fiat, and as they proliferate, XRP's role as a bridge currency becomes even more crucial. The real question we should be asking is, what happens if RLUSD becomes the dominant stablecoin, with hundreds of billions flowing through it, potentially settling on the XRP ledger? The answer: a surge in XRP ledger activity and expanded use cases in DeFi, lending, and borrowing. Right now, RLUSD supply has surged to an impressive $160 million, with a significant portion of that demand coming from Ethereum. RLUSD tracker shows massive minting activity, $247 million minted at the RLUSD treasury, $25 million at RLUSD, and $3.2 million on the XRP ledger. While Ethereum has captured the bulk of RLUSD volume, XRP is starting to gain traction. The last 30 days alone saw RLUSD's presence on the XRP ledger jump 37.5%. This is just the beginning. Some might argue, if RLUSD is thriving on Ethereum, how does this help XRP? The answer lies in interoperability. The EVM bridge allows RLUSD to move seamlessly between Ethereum and the XRP ledger. Rather than pitting Ethereum against XRP, we should recognize that both networks benefit from RLUSD's expansion. Ethereum's institutional adoption is undeniable, but XRP ledger's efficiency makes it a superior choice for transactional use cases. The coexistence of these networks actually strengthens RLUSD's position and, by extension, XRP's.
If you think about the next forefront of stablecoins now that the US is getting toward clarity, what's possible?
Well, I think we're underestimating how big that might get. Today that market's about $230 billion. So I think some smart people think that may go up 10x in the next 5 years. I think that's probably right. I mean, the two leading players in Tether as well as USDC are both, I think, poised to do well in that market. Ripple launched our own stablecoin at the end of last year. That's already ahead of our own internal forecasts in terms of where we are at this point in the year. Still, we're small, but the goal is by the end of the year for RLUSD, Ripple's stablecoin, to be one of the top 5 in the market by the end of the year. And I think the whole market's going to grow dramatically over this year.
So what does it take you to get there? Who are you pairing up with? Are you creating some financial partnerships in order to make RLUSD more of a household name?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even today we had more listings go live for RLUSD on some global crypto exchanges. Anytime you do something new, it takes a minute for that kind of, the pun of the ripple effect of seeing how that plays out. And so we're seeing that happen in real time. So I'm really pleased. And again, as I said, we're ahead of our Q1 forecasts of where we expect it to be. So we feel really good about that progress.
Right now, RLUSD sits at a $176 million market cap. Breaking the $1 billion threshold would propel it into the top 6 stablecoins, overtaking PayPal USD. Ripple's ambition? A top 5 position, which means surpassing $2.5 billion in market cap. That's a massive leap, but given the current rate of adoption, it's entirely plausible. Stablecoins aren't just growing, they're exploding. The stablecoin market cap currently sits at $220 billion, projected to hit $2.8 trillion in just 3 years. By 2030, we could be looking at a $10 trillion stablecoin economy. As tokenization accelerates on the XRP ledger, RLUSD's significance will only grow, bringing institutional DeFi and financial innovation into the ecosystem. The US government is making stablecoins a priority, recognizing their role in maintaining the dollar's global dominance. Stablecoins moved an astonishing $10 trillion in 2024 alone, and policymakers are taking notice. A recent report from the Digital Dollar Project underscores the need for collaboration between the public and private sectors to ensure US leadership in the digital currency space. Chris Giancarlo, former CFTC chairman and a major advocate for digital modernization, has long supported Ripple. Back in 2020, he even stated that XRP is not a security, years before Ripple's legal victory. With Ripple's established reputation, its deep institutional ties, and RLUSD's regulatory compliance, it's well positioned to integrate seamlessly into the US financial system. As the regulatory landscape tightens, not all stablecoins will survive. Many have already been delisted in Europe due to MiCA regulations, raising questions about which ones will remain standing in the US. Tether has faced persistent regulatory scrutiny, while Circle's USDC has been proactive in regulatory compliance. RLUSD, fully regulated and transparent, stands out as a safe bet in this evolving landscape. With global stablecoin adoption accelerating, what better entity to spearhead US digital dollar dominance than Ripple? RLUSD, backed by Ripple's decade-long presence in financial innovation, is poised to become a foundational pillar of the future financial system. And XRP, it remains the essential bridge between stablecoins, reinforcing its role in the multi-trillion-dollar tokenized economy. The next few years will be critical. As stablecoin regulations take shape, RLUSD's trajectory will become even clearer. Will it achieve top 5 status? Will it drive further adoption of the XRP ledger? And how will tokenization reshape finance as we know it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you bullish on RLUSD's potential? Where do you see XRP's role in all of this? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth crypto insights. See you in the next one.